Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked the Ultimate Warrior to defeat Sergeant Slaughter. And I'm here to talk about Adam Fugitt versus Yasaku Kinoshita. Adam Fugitt is 34 years old. He's 8-3 overall. He's got 4 TKO victories, 3 submissions, and 1 decision. Of his 8 wins, I think 5 of them come in the second round and 1 of them in the third. So, and obviously the decision. So he's the guy who's able to finish guys late. The thing is, he hasn't fought anybody of note. The one guy he's beaten that's actually worth a fuck is this guy Solomon Renfro, and he was outgunned, the guy Renfro. That was in the LFA, his one LFA fight, and Fugitt was just too big and strong, and he actually made use of his reach advantage, throwing like 30 kicks in 30 seconds, really spamming those kicks, and then just landed a big right hook and knocked him unconscious, or, halfway there. So he, he at least has the idea of fighting long. I do think, in this fight here against Kinoshita, he's going to need to do more than spam kicks, maybe mix up his kicks as well, throw some shit down the middle. But he's got to make use of that reach advantage on the feet because Kinoshita is a killer, and he's absolutely the more comfortable striker, visibly. Fugitt is visibly uncomfortable, in my opinion. And look, against Kinoshita, the guy Kinoshita, he's got he's got 4 knockouts out of his 6 wins, and then there's the 1 DQ loss, which is also a knockout. That's what he got DQ'd for, holding the fence while stomping his opponent unconscious. Ironically, that's the one fight that Fugitt can look to duplicate some success, because nobody's had too much success against Kinoshita, obviously, but Adam Fugitt is going to want to get him down, and he was being controlled by that guy that he lost against, the DQ. So Fugitt, that's his path to victory here, I think. I don't think it's going to be on the feet, even with the 5.5 reach advantage. I think that would only serve to prolong a loss, in my opinion. But it might keep him safe. Kinoshita, though, he keeps his power and his form deep into the fight. That third-round knockout he had in the Contender Series was a thing of beauty. It seems like the sky's the limit for the kid. He's just 22 years old, been fighting for 5 years. He's just a very slick striker, Like I said, he does that slip and rip that everybody imagines they can do, but he looks really slick. And I trust him to get the finish here, just because I don't trust Fugitt's durability. Fugitt was knocked out twice by Michael Morales and Kalen Hill. And I just, even though he was only knocked unconscious by Kalen Hill, Kalen knocked him out with a big, long Superman punch. And Michael Morales knocked him around after getting taken down briefly, but Fugitt wasn't able to do much with it. And then Morales slowly but surely turned him into a punching bag. Short notice fight, though, I believe. So I'm going with Kinoshita. I think Kinoshita gets the knockout, but there's definitely something to be said about Fugitt's path to victory, about Fugitt's chance for victory here, because Fugitt is the older, more mature guy. The experience is nothing great, his experience advantage, but the fact that he's older and more mature, I think he's got to be in his fighting prime right now, or maybe past it even, but he just got to the UFC, doesn't have too many miles on him. There's a chance he's able to get to win this fight. He would have to out-wrestle Kinoshita and maybe get one of those late finishes or decision. I don't know. I think there's a little value on him at plus 250, but my pick is Kinoshita gets the finish. My bets for this fight are primarily the under. I've put in parlays, under 2.5 rounds at minus 130, now 35. I really like that because I do think if Fugitt does win, it's more likely that he teaches the youngster a lesson and finishes him deeper into the fight. And the wrestling will have been working for him if that happens. And Kinoshita, I think if he wins, I don't see it being a first-round knockout. But I still think it would be a knockout, probably in the second round. Like I said, Fugitt can prolong this, I think, a little bit with his reach advantage if he's stuck on the feet. And, of course, he can prolong anything with an effective takedown or two. But overall, I trust Kinoshita's cardio and, again, his technique and power down the stretch. So Kinoshita via knockout is the prediction. I'll go round 2. The under minus 135 is the only bet. I would bet on Kinoshita via knockout, but they only have they don't do the flat knockout prop on BetUS. It's you have to bet on 1, 2, and 3, or either or, and I'm not doing that. So really just the unders what I've played here. And Adam Fugitt, I do see some value. I will get drunk and play him. All right, like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.